Really? You gotta be kidding me.
All right, Dad, to take a peek at this, I found this on the interwebs. So we've got a new 2022 Alfa Romeo Giulia TI rear-wheel drive, and this is the screenshot from an online listing. The MSRP on the vehicle is $48,835, and the dealer is discounting it a whopping $16,850.
Until when?
And here we go. So
you go in to buy it?
Alfa Romeo Stellantis brand, they have more inventory than most, so these are more negotiable vehicles. Look at this crap, Dad. Here's the actual worksheet for the vehicle. Let's zoom in over here to kick things off. Sale price, $35,485. So somehow it went up $4,000, but that's just the beginning.
It only went up $3,500. Be accurate here.
Thank you, Pops. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we've got, Dad, $4,000 in financed aftermarkets. If you're looking to take out a loan on $4,000 worth of stuff, that's not the right way to do it. Doc fee, so we're in California, which is beautiful. We've got taxes, we've got license. We end up, Dad, going from an advertised price of $31,000 to an out-the-door price of nearly $44,000. This is the type of stuff that makes franchise dealers look bad.
Well, yeah, but how did they get? Where did they go from the 31.9 something to
31.9? Didn't exist. It never existed.
Oh, but it did in the ad. Where's the California State Attorney General?
Yeah, what should we do about this? Should I be tweeting this out? Like, what should we be doing? How do we bring more attention to this stuff?
Yeah, I personally think that we should forward things like that to the appropriate state's attorney general. So in this particular case, being a California dealer, we might just want to send it along and say, hey, are you aware that this particular dealer is advertising cars at prices that he's not willing to sell them for? Because apparently that price somehow magically went up $3,500 when the customer tried to buy it, not including the $4,000 worth of aftermarket stuff that wasn't notated in the ad. Will they do anything? No. Maybe if they get 100,000, maybe if 100,000 people send that into them, they might. But yeah, I mean, that's the crap that customers complain about all the time. And then, from dealers and dealer sales personnel, I catch crap because, I'm always bashing dealers. Well, as I like to say, I'm not bashing the good dealers. I'm bashing that Alfa Romeo dealer in California that advertise a price that they're not really willing to sell the vehicle for. And until dealerships clean up their own mess, their own house, it's going to remain where I'm going to be pissing off salespeople at good stores because I'm complaining about the bad stores and the bad business practices.
Pops, there are all sorts of ways we can help people get good car deals. Like what?
Well, car coaches. They're real people with real knowledge that get you real savings.
CarEdge.com/plans. Check it out.
All right, here we go. This is a hot deal on a 1997 Chevrolet Cavalier. Dad, it's got 127,765 miles on it. Stock number ends in an A, so it's a trade-in.
Yes.
It is actually on sale, Dad. It is $6,497 off of its original sale price. A $5,000 bargain that was previously at $11,400.
This is what we refer to, at least we did it at the dealerships I ran, as a Wozniowski. Okay.
What is a Wozniowski?
A Wozniowski. We used to have the little placards we could put on the cars that said the price was 11,000, whatever it was, and then the now prices. So we just dubbed it a Wozniowski. So the Wozniowski price on that was like, totally ridiculous. And exactly what was is the price when it was brand new in 1997. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's a bargain that anybody in their right mind should walk away from. Yeah.
Please tell me no bank would finance that. You could save an additional
No.
$4,995 by not buying it at all.
You know, I want to tell you a quick story about your grandfather and your grandmother. My
Okay.
parents. My
Please.
mother used to go shopping, and she in Philadelphia, and she'd come home from shopping, and she'd say, "Leonard," that was my father. "Leonard, you have no idea how much money I saved you today." And he would go, "Why is that, Dorothy?" She said, "Well, the shoes I bought were on sale and I saved well over $150. And he said, "Well, what did you spend?" And she said, like $100, whatever it was. He said, "Well, I know how you could have saved me 250. You didn't have to go shopping at all." Uh, and that's how I feel about that Cavalier. Yes.
So sadly, we're starting to do a bit of a series here, which is negative equity time with Ray and Zach. We are going to hear and see more stories of woe. These stories will only be shared anonymously. We're not going to rag on folks in our community who are willing to share their experiences with us. That being said, Dad, I had this sent in to me on Instagram DMs again.
Yes.
And this reads, "I'm watching today's video and I had to share a bad case of negative eggity. I own a lot of cars and one of them is a Mercedes S580 2022. I owe $155,000, value as of Friday, $90,000, upside down $65,000. Lender could care less to help. I'll be stuck with this thing forever. And I'm openly joking. I want to be buried in it."
And I do believe, Zach, I responded to that tweet with, "Well, I don't know how to break it to him. He already is buried in it." Okay. The difference is he's still alive. Yeah, it's a pretty damn expensive casket. The thing that struck me in that is, well, the bank could care less and they weren't willing to well, what would you like the bank to do? You're the one that signed up for all that. Yeah, and the bank agreed to it, which was foolish on the bank's part, but there's a certain level of personal responsibility that goes with all this. But yeah, that's the type of situation where your $65,000 flipped. You ain't rolling that into your next vehicle. Bite the bullet, make the payments, and if once it's paid off, and you do pass away, you can ask if they use that for your casket. Absolutely.
A very comfy, luxurious casket.
Yes.